few tips about Mercury retrograde and the workplace. Hi, my name is Tracy. I'm a psychic medium, but I also work at a corporate job. So I thought it'd be a fun little video to kind of talk about Mercury retrograde and the workplace, because we do spend, for those who are working, we do spend a lot of our time there. And when we have the Mercury retrograde, it definitely impacts our work. Okay, tip number one, and this is an obvious one, watch your communication. So communication is also like what happens during Mercury retrograde. It's highlighting our throat chakra and their ear chakras. So the guardians are really getting us to kind of look at that. How do we communicate? Is there any changes that we want to make? Are we too short in our emails? Are we, maybe we're not showing enough patience with our clients or internal customers, whoever you're dealing with. The other thing that they talk about is are you listening to people? Are you, you might hear them, but are you really listening to the message that they're saying? So it's a really good time to evaluate your communication style and see if you want to change it up. Here's your second tip. Watch out for those assumptions and the rumor mills during a Mercury retrograde. So what you want to do, you kind of want, if you're a Scorpion, or you want to kind of channel that Scorpion energy, the detective. So if you start to hear some things around work, you want to double check the facts. And you want to make sure that you don't jump on the bandwagon and kind of go on about things that may not be true. So that's one thing. You should never do that anyways. And really idle gossip, you shouldn't do that anyways, but especially during Mercury retrograde, because it will come back at you. Technology can be greatly impacted during this Mercury retrograde. So you're going to have a little bit more patience. And if you're not a patient person, just ask your guardians, how can I be more patient? Maybe you need to take more deep breaths. Maybe you need to go for a walk. But that's definitely a good lesson to learn during Mercury retrograde. This is just another tip that I do. And probably sometimes I don't do it enough, but make sure you have a to-do list. Even if you do it at the end of your shift or something, this is a good practice to do anyways, but especially during a Mercury retrograde, because things that you think you're going to remember, sometimes your memory is not the greatest during Mercury retrograde. And if you're like me, mid-40s and perimenopause or mom brain or whatever it is, your memory is not the greatest on the best of days. So have your to-do list and have it handy. Mercury retrograde is a great time to learn something new. It is a fantastic time to take a course, to start looking at evaluation of your career. What direction do you want to go? And is there, sorry, I kind of screwed that up. I'm going to have to go fix that. But anyways, is there anything that, you want to learn or that will help you towards your current career, or are you looking to do a change? Again, not necessarily actioning like to make the career change, but look at the courses that you may want to take to help your career path. Now, if you're kind of like, you know what, I'm good in my career, I don't feel like I need any education, maybe take up something that you've always been interested in. It's a Mercury retrograde and it's Pisces, so it might be good to take maybe a psychic course. Final tip during a Mercury retrograde, and there may be more, but slow down your schedule. Now, you may not be able to do this at work, but slow down your schedule outside work. You can control that. The reason why, this might be a little bit too dark than what I want. I'm just going to go with a different color up here. The reason why you want to slow down your schedule is because this is not, well, anyways, I'll go with it. I'll blame Mercury retrograde on my lipstick choice. But the reason why you want to slow down your schedule is because you're going through a little bit of frequency changes. People are a little bit more heightened. People can be a little bit more crankier than normal. So that's one thing just to be mindful of as you go through the Mercury retrograde. Just slow down your schedule. Make sure you do a lot of grounding, self-care, and reflection. Writing's really great. And just think about where you're at. And again, not necessarily to do action, but really to kind of plan out some things and just kind of a temperature check where are you at with your career. And if you're kind of like, I'm good with my career, maybe where are you at with other aspects of your life that you may want to make some changes. Great time to reflect. So I hope that's been helpful. Bye for now.